Hello there again, everybody. This is going to be Jund League number 65. That's a lot of Jund Leagues. I hope you're enjoying all of them. And this is going to be the exact same list as the one in my previous video, which I wrapped up not even a couple of minutes ago. The experimental sideboard card is Rampaging Ferocity, which is something a few viewers had suggested I try out because Reed Duke tried it. And obviously whatever Reed Duke says in regard to Jund is gospel, right? So I'm going to try it out and see how I like it. Not playing the Beetle that he also tried, which also people suggested I try because he tried. So we're just going to try the Ferocity for now. And then the rest of the sideboard is just stuff I've been generally happy with in the recent past. And the main deck, same thing. I've been very happy with this configuration in the recent past. I'm not going to go too into depth on this particular list just because I just wrapped up the previous video. So given that the list is identical, if you do want to know more about the specific decisions that went into building this list, you can watch like the first couple minutes of my previous video, which is going to be Jund League number 64 because this is 65. So let's just go ahead and jump into a league with those beautiful play points I just earned. Not a draft league. Constructed, please. Wrong deck. Currents. Submit. Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Keep. We've got the curve. Oh, is it Storm? This hand is going to be pretty excellent versus Storm. Turn 1, hand disruption. Turn 2, the best clock we've got access to. Turn 3, continued hand disruption. If we can find another Inquisitor Thoughtseize, I'll feel pretty comfortable. I'm assuming this is Storm, and it looks like it is. I guess I'll just take Gifts. Everything else is kind of the same. It's the card they're farthest from casting. But, I mean, it's the only real unique thing. I could take Grape Shot, but I don't particularly care about that at the moment. Another land, not great. I'm just going to get my clock down, I think. And then, should I fetch Shock to do it? Maybe I want to avoid getting, like, natural Grape Shotted. I guess that could be a consideration. So, I think I should probably just forest Tarmogoyf here and not be too fancy. I can get basic Swamp. Udok, thank you for the cheer. I appreciate the biddies. Alright, so yeah, let's just go forest Tarmogoyf, I think. Forest doesn't escape Croxa, but it doesn't really look like we're really on that plan anyway. I think I'm just going to avoid getting natural Grape Shotted if at all possible. And I don't want to see a Remand here. There are 2 cards I don't know about. I guess Bloodstained Mire is the better fetch because I already got Forest in play. So if I'm going to fetch, it should probably be with Verdant. And I could hold up Kolaghan's Command, but Kolaghan's Command just doesn't really do much right now. So I think I'm just going to cross my fingers that one of the 2 cards I don't know about isn't a Remand. And if it is, I'll be sad, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. And then obviously, I think I want to do that first, because if it resolves, like maybe the opponent discards something that grows Goyf. Bottom, and they missed on land. Alright, well I think I'm doing the same thing, trying to get this Liliana to resolve. 3 cards I don't know about. One is always Remand. Alright, well, at least we got our threat down while my opponent is remanding, because, like, we're doing something at a minimum. It's definitely annoying, though. Alright, they bottomed and then played a land, so I guess this was their draw. Uh-oh, maybe they're gonna try for something. Nope, okay. Another Ren and 6. Ren and 6 is really not good in this matchup. Bob is so much better. Can you imagine if one of these was a Bob? I mean, it would have gotten grape shotted by now, but I mean, at least then they would have used the grape shot. So I mean, I guess I'm going for Liliana again. If it resolves, I'll just discard a copy of Ren and 6 to grow Tarmogoyf. Cool. Alright, they discard grape shot. I can just play this copy of Ren and 6, which is probably what I'm going to do. But I'll attack first. I do, I guess, want to buy back the land, so I should definitely be attacking first. So that way Goyf can stay big. I don't think I'm going to be fetching right here. So let's play this now. Buy back a land, and then I can just ditch the land to the Goyf to regrow it next turn. Obviously I could just die, which is definitely a worry. Alright, well that's a good sign. And the opponent added a land on their own, so we're at 4 now. So I mean, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. If we can find a bolt, we could just threaten lethal out of nowhere. There are 3 bolts. That is not one of them. Alright, well, I guess lead here. Ditch that. Don't know how the opponent hasn't killed me yet. They top bottomed with the scrying. So they did not grow this. I mean, I think I should just sacrifice Peatland, to be honest. Maybe I can find some action. And then if I find Bolt, I can maybe threaten a lethal line again. If I crack with this, I can still just play this, have all the mana. Yeah. So I guess I'll pay with this. Bolt, please. No. Still 4 or 5. I guess I'll attack. Ping with Ren to face. Yeah, that might be the plan. I'll redo the math assuming this connects. They might like unsummon it for some reason. Alright, so does it change anything? Yeah, if I ping them now and ping them next turn, a single Goyf is lethal. So I guess there is some equity to just pinging them. I mean, also like getting the land just like straight doesn't mean anything. Should I play second Goyf? I guess I should. The thing is, I think I actually want to just hold up this Kolaghan's command, because if they play Goblin Electromancer, try to go off, maybe I need to kill it in response. The only thing then is like if I don't play this other Goyf and they like produce enough blockers, I can only kill like one with Liliana to attack. I think I do want to just prevent myself from dying. I'm in a pretty good spot if I can just prevent myself from dying. I think one attacker next turn is probably going to be enough unless they unsummon. Brawl. That's the one that I can't kill, unfortunately. Do I want to sacrifice Peatland in an attempt to find a push, a bolt, or a decay? Pretty sure I do. So let's crack this with this. So I want to leave the green open in case I hit the decay. Nope. Alright, so do what you can. Alright, so they've got 1 unknown, 2 unknowns now. I guess we just really need to make sure they don't find Past in Flames. That would be the worst case. Ritual, Splicing Ritual. So they've got Ritual and 1 unknown. Solundi Vision. Alright, they're digging. If you can find the Past in Flames, you probably win, because you've got gifts already. I mean, Past in Flames does it. I feel like another Gifts Ungiven has to do it. They've sifted through almost half of their deck. I feel like they've got to find it at some point. They didn't hit it? I guess they redraw once more. This'll hit it, assuredly. In a sweat, it's always the last card that hits it. They didn't hit it. That feels really, really lucky. Alright, well, Damping Sphere is excellent. Spell Bombs will be excellent. Brutalities will be really good. I don't think I want a Ferocidon. Although, funny enough, if the opponent, like, empty the Warrens, this is another way to just, like, after the fact kill all the tokens, right? So, I mean, it's worth a thought. Like, maybe this is a matchup for it. Let's cut Threat in 6s. That card's not great here. Let's shave a couple off of the top. Kolaghan's Command doesn't kill anything. Ooze is good. The opponent's probably playing like Aria of Flame, so I definitely don't want to cut a Decay. I think I'll cut a Croxa. Assuming I'm bringing all of these in, this means I need 4 more cuts. I think I'm going to cut a push. I only really need answers to the first couple of reducers. Yeah, and I'm not playing Maelstrom Pulse, right? So, like, usually Pulse is my third out to a resolved Warren, so maybe Ferocidon is just, like, the Maelstrom Pulse, you know? It's the red Maelstrom Pulse. This is actually even better, though, right? Because, like, if I Pulse and they try to, like, unsummon, like, the one thing I'm targeting, it doesn't matter, because, like, it just hits all of them. I think in the presence of Collector Brutality, I'm going to cut, I guess, an Inquisition. I guess Inquisition is better because they come out on 1. Let's cut 1 Brutality. They're not like a hyper aggro deck. I think with the presence of 6 1-mana discard spells 7 and 8 are probably enough. I need 2 more cuts still. Ooze is good for managing the graveyard, so I don't think it's that. Goyf is like my best threat. Croxa is great if it can like start attacking quickly, but I mean maybe it's just my slowest clock. I don't think I can cut Bloodbraid. Bloodbraid helps me turn the corner pretty decently. I feel weird cutting Croxa, but it might be Croxa. Just like maximum disruption, try to kill you with like these creatures. I'm afraid I might be over sideboarding a bit, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, it sounds great. Disruption on 1, our best threat available to us, and we can kill reducers. And I don't think we have to be afraid of Blood Moon. The opponent didn't play any fetches and the fetches usually indicate Blood Moon because they can get island. But they were just playing a bunch of the duels. Alright, well, we've got trips. Let's just lead on Inquisition. Ooh, they've got pieces of the puzzle. There is the Aria. And Baral and Opt. So I've got Bolt for Baral. The thing is, like, the Aria is the thing that I think I'm going to have the hardest time beating. Pieces is a 2-for-1. But this is the card that kills me. So I think I'm just going to take that. They didn't Baral. Interesting. Alright, well, if you're not going to Baral, I'm going to get my threat down. Okay, Forest is a fine pickup. I guess I have to play Forest here, right? Because I want this to get second black for Liliana, and I also need it to get first red, which doesn't. So Blood Crypt doesn't cast Tarmogoyf, so I guess I just have to go Forest here. They can't bolt Tarmogoyf now anyway, right? Because there's no instant in the yard. So we'll just Goyf off of a Forest. What round is this? This is round 2, and we are up a match. We're 1-0, and we're up a game, is what I meant to say. Alright, so they cast the Opt. They did not play this mount. They didn't cast pieces of the puzzle. Interesting. Another Spell Bomb, not bad. I think what's going to happen here is I'm going to, I guess, cast a Spell Bomb with the Swamp and then attack. And then second main I can try for a Goyf off of a Blood Crypt. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they didn't cast pieces of the puzzle. That could very easily indicate remand, but it's gonna be like these Goyfs are getting remanded at one point or another. I guess like the consideration is I could just not play a Goyf because like maybe they play Baral and then try to go off and I can have a Bolt. But I think if second Goyf resolves, it's so good that maybe I just take the higher risk line of see if it sticks. Alright, they have the remand. Well, I'm glad you can catch me live. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. It's highly unlikely I'm able to complete this league in one sitting. For purposes of the recording, I'll just stitch it together so there's not like multiple videos to find. But I don't think I'll be able to finish this. I'll probably get like another match or two deep. Alright, so they, I guess, revealed they can't take that, they can't take that. This was in their hand. So I guess they took a braid. I guess they can, alright, so they revealed pieces, or so they took pieces. Alright, so they have another pieces in their hand. Snow-covered island, Shivan Reef. Well, what was the third card? What am I missing? Oh, okay, so it is this pieces. It was the one in their hand. Alright, so push is a fine draw. We get to stick another Goyf here, which is exciting. Yeah, I'm just going to stick a Goyf. Apply maximum pressure. They don't have a reducer yet. They've got the Baral in hand. So if they play Baral, then try to do anything, I'm just going to kill it in response, I think. They're not doing anything here. I don't think I want to pop Spellbomb, draw a card. Their graveyard is the main contributor to how big my Goyfs are. I mean, I guess I could pop Spellbomb and then untap, bolt them. That keeps my Goyfs the same size. No, I think I want to hold their graveyard hostage. Like, until they cast a Pass in Flames, I don't think there's a reason to pop it. Alright, I guess I'm just attacking. Them doing nothing is a good sign. I mean, they could very easily have just like a Gifts Ungiven. Take the hit? Sure. No Echoing Truths, please. It's funny, if they Echoing Truths, maybe there's a consideration just like bolting the Goyf that they target. They're hitting that. Is it crazy to just let this resolve? Like, not even pop it? If I pop it targeting myself, I guess that would just clear the artifact out of the art immediately. I'm thinking, like, if I can add a type somehow, these Goyfs hit for 5. So, like, if I just let this resolve, they hit for 5, and then Bolt just kills them. I can always just, like, play second Spellbomb off of Forest, then have 2 removal spells up. I'm just gonna let this happen. Do I even want to draw the card? I don't think I need it. I think I'm just going to go for the W. Repeal. Is there any consideration to pushing the Goyf that they're targeting? So if I push this Goyf, they're taking 5. I guess the only reason pushing it matters is they draw a card. I'm just going to let them draw the card. Take your 5. And then I guess I'm just going to replay a Spellbomb. I'll just play it off of the Forest. Like, I'm not... This would have me not playing a Goyf, though, which is the issue. Yeah, I think I'm going to replay a Goyf, just, like, hold up a removal spell, I think. It's really playing with fire, though. What's more important, holding up a removal or reducer? So we know they have Baral. I think I just want to actually play this Spellbomb because like they've got so much mana anyway that it's hardly a bottleneck. The opponent's sequencing of that was very good, I think. Like how they did it in the other order, I make a different play. Alright, so there's that. Alright, they're going for it. I don't have the answer to empty right now. Yeah. So there's the empty. They found it. All right, they can't take that. Jeez, they found a lot of good ones. All right, so they didn't take remand, and they didn't take, I guess, second pieces. I guess they can go land empty now. They didn't take Aria. They didn't take the lands. They took a Manamorphose, yeah. So they're going to empty for a lot. I guess they needed to hit any ritual to be able to get back up to it empty. You know, they're still a mana off of the empty, so they need to have a ritual, which is probably not a big ask. There it is. So we need to find Plague Engineer, or we need to find Rampaging Ferocidon. Oh, they're grape shotting. Oh, do they have a remand? That would make some sense. They have third remand. Alright, so maybe I should have held up the removal. We don't really see any cards here that make me think that the opponent has to have a graveyard plan. And I'm not boarding out the spell bombs. I guess they didn't have the remand. They're going for this. Alright, so our outs are still the same. They were just killing a Tarmogoyf, I guess. Alright, so we need the Ferocidon, or we need a Plague Engineer. Either of those two would pretty much win on the spot. That's a land. I mean, land means we get a redraw off of the Spell Bomb. If we go creature, kill 2 things, block 2 things, we're still just dead. So I guess I'm going to sacrifice this first to take a land out of the deck. Alright, we know what our outs are. We got to spike one of the 3. Nope. So I believe we're dead. Kill that, block, yeah, we're dead. While on the play, do I want to make any changes? I can't say that I do. This just seems like what I want to be doing. Let's resubmit. Let's go first. Ooh, we don't have a black source. Gonna have to ship. Okay. This hand does some stuff. It's a little unclear what I want to be bottoming. I think it's Bloodbraid. I just want to keep all of my actual spells. I can go Swamp on 1, Inquisition. Maybe I want to hold this for when it's closer to combo, but I have a pretty decent curve out, so I think I'm just gonna cast everything when I can. Okay, let's take the remands. Remand's gonna be really bad for my Liliana. Alright, so they played Spire Bluff. Blood Crypt, not great. I guess I'll play Verdant, leave up the option to bolt. And then if I don't want to bolt, I guess I'll get other Blood Crypt. I'll play Forest and then try to Liliana. Maybe I have 2 Ooze in the deck, so I should probably be trying to maximize green. So maybe it is just Overgrown Tomb, and I have red off of this. I mean, I could Stomping Ground, but then I have to shock Blood Crypt next turn. Stomping Ground is what I want to get, but that has me shocking. It doesn't feel good, but I think I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to hope that one of the 2 cards I don't know about isn't just like another remand. Please resolve. Please resolve. Oh, man. Alright, they're trying to spike it, I guess. Please resolve. Thank you. They made double red, so I guess I can just do this now. I could just pass priority. I should have just passed priority, right, to get through. And I'm not playing Croxa, so I want to keep Forest to maximize Scavenging Ooze. They discard Grape Shot. Alright. So now we're missing the threat. And I did bottom a Blood Braid, so it's possible I should have kept it, but I think I like keeping the way to deal with the reducer. Pieces is really bad. Alright, so oh, they revealed all spells. Take your pick. I mean, I think this matchup is good, but this empty might get me. We've got a lot of really, really good draws, though. Alright, so they didn't take Solemn Vision. They didn't take Grape Shot. They didn't take Pyretic Ritual. So this is their hand. Another Liliana. Not exactly what I'm looking for. I think I'm just going to ditch that. I think I want the land so I can have Bloodbraid be a good draw if I find one. Not feeling good. I mean, I could plus Liliana, play other Liliana, plus that just as a way to eat another card. And honestly, I think that might be the play. So I guess I have to plus discard Forest, or discard Bolt so I can play the land. Just eat 2 cards from the opponent's hand. It's not great. Discard a card. This one. Gonna need to find an Empty the Warren's answer. Choose one to keep, the new one. Plus. Alright, I had lots of disruption, but no threat. They discarded the Empty. And then a Braid. I guess I tracked their hand poorly. That was Desperate revealing Desperate. Desperate, yeah. Past in Flames time. Yeah. Alright, I need to find Plague Engineer, or I need to find Ferocidon. I wonder if they can Grape Shot kill me from here. I don't think they can without finding a Remand. Alright, I mean we've got a 6% chance to just like hit the nuts, right? Do they have another ritual? Oh, they have another Grape Shot. We're just dead. They just Grape Shot me again. Yeah, that works much better than killing me next turn. Would we have drawn it though? No. Okay. Oh, that was match 1? Wow, I'm delirious. For some reason, I thought that was the second match. I guess that's what happens when you record back-to-back. Yeah, I mean, Storm has its crazy ones. It's completely possible I should have mulliganed more aggressively for a sideboard card, but I mean, I've already mulliganed there, and my hand was just fine. It was Inquisition, a Bolt and a Liliana on the play, and look, that's a plenty fine hand. I don't think I can go to 5 when that hand's already just pretty good. Yep, it sounds good. Man, it's a little painful, but I mean, it's got 3 spells we can cast. Oh, is it Storm again? I guess it could be Prowess. Alright, it's Prowess. This sounds good versus Prowess. We're missing a threat. That's it. So I'm actually leaning towards wanting to play Inquisition. I think I need to prevent the opponent from swarming the board with creatures, so that way the Liliana actually gets to Edict. And given I've only got 1 solid removal spell, if they go like creature on 2 here, Liliana's going to be much worse if they have a 3rd creature. And they play a lot of creatures now. So I actually think I'm going to be Inquisitioning first. And this could also give me the heads up if they've got a mutagenic growth. But this should be a good matchup. Or at least a fun one. Alright, so no mutagenic growth. They do have a light up the stage. Let's take that. Go. Alright, so I'm feeling pretty good. Drew another threat anyway. Bummer. Drew another Liliana, okay. So I guess I'm bolting one of these things. I kind of have to do it now so the opponent can't double spell with a lava dart. So which one am I killing? I guess it's Soul Scar Mage. This one more easily escapes the dart or escapes the removal spell. So let's just do this now. I know their hand, so I'm not getting mutagenic growth. So let's just get this in tapped, and then next turn I can play Liliana and hopefully kill their Sprite Dragon. Alright, they hit another creature. They did not hit another creature yet, so that's a good sign. If it hits another creature, I'm going to be pretty upset. I mean, another Liliana is a good draw. But, oh my god, you had another creature, didn't you? Oh, Kadoki. Please, no Stormwing. Okay, no Stormwing. Sick. You gonna just like dart me to grow it? No? Okay. Alright, ooh, and that's a nice find. Let's definitely play this Liliana and edict their creature. They can lava dart the Liliana, but I've got a backup. Is this the Stormwing? No, that kills my Liliana as well, though. Kill Liliana there. Alright, well, second Liliana is going to kill second Sprite Dragon, I guess. Ooh, Bloodbraid is a good one, but I still think I need to kill their thing. Puts me to 8. Kind of low. And then I guess I'll Foothills and sack it end step for tapped duel. This has me going real low, though. Did I not play a land? Oh my god. I just like didn't play a land. Alright, well I guess I'm getting a basic next turn. They topped? Is that what they did? Yeah, they topped. Alright, plus ditch of Foothills. I mean, I drew Swamp. Bolt me. Yikes. Bolt me again. They topped too, so I might just be dead. Brutal. They've got Lava Dart in their yard. I can play Scavenging Ooze and then eat the Lava Dart, But they'll just cast it in response. If I cast Bloodbraid, I still just die in response, so I have to ooze. And then they topped, so I gotta imagine I'm dead here. Yeah. That'll do. Brutalities. Spell bombs. I think that's it. I'm going to take a Bob out. Take out the Kolagon's commands. Take out the Renin 6s and like a Thoughtseize. This seems good to me. I guess maybe I'm on the play, so maybe I should be just playing the Bloodbraid. Let's cut the Bobs. I should really have a plan for this deck by now, right? It's pretty close. I really don't think I want these Rens. They do next to nothing. Let's just get 2 Bobs back in. Bob can be good. You know what? I changed my mind. Let's play Plague Engineer. Plague Engineer is something that I've talked about trying out, but I haven't actually done yet. If I name Sprite, like they can't play a Sprite Dragon, and maybe it trades with something on the ground, or at least Lightning Rod's a burn spell. Let's go first. Alright, well, 1 land isn't going to do it. I guess. And the chance the opponent's playing Blood Moon, I think I need to keep the Verdant. Verdant also like feeds Croak, so let's just bottom 2nd tap land, I guess. Another land not good. Guess it's Croaks a time. Alright, I think I should just get my tap land down. I mean, I guess they could Blood Moon me, in which case I should play the Verdant now. Because if they do Blood Moon, I need to get Forest. Then honestly, I don't even think I'm going to fetch quite yet. Oh my god, are you kidding? Alright, I guess sideboard cards will be sideboard cards. Alright, I guess that means they're not playing Bedlam Reveler, huh? Well, I mean, I guess given the presence of Relic, we're not escaping Croxa, so this can pretty freely be a forest. Say okay, try to draw something good. Not like that. Light up the stage time, I guess. Yikes, that works too. Come on, Liliana. Bolt doesn't do it here because they've got a lava dart to save it. It's gonna have to be Liliana. That does not do it. I guess I can take another peek at it. Nope. All right, still need a Liliana. Liliana is the out here. No. And just mono burn spells again. Lava Dart, gut shot. Well, I guess I'll take the one that costs mana on the first half. Their hand is gut shot. I could decay the relic, but they still get to just sacrifice it anyway, so that doesn't seem very good. Oh, now I should hit relic. Croxa gets to stick around this way. Next turn I can get Croxa into play. I mean, the opponent could pretty likely just kill me from here. Lava Dart, Lava Dart. This is 3 damage and 3 prowess triggers. That's 6 plus 3 is 9. Any other spell just kills me. I'm tapped out, so they should go for it if they've got another spell. Alright, that's the one we knew about. Well, so if I fetch here and play Croxa, I am dead. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to Hail Mary the Bloodbraid. I mean, Bloodbraid was our best draw, right? Because it's a clock, and if it hits Liliana, that's how we get back into it. We can't hit a Bolt because their thing still survives it. We need to hit one of our 4 Lilianas, and we have a chance. Fatal push. Oh, Dak, you tease me. Alright, so we're just dead. GG's. Brutal. Alright, so not a good start. I've got time for one more, and then I'm going to have to wrap it up for the night, but I'll just I'm going to finish the league at some point, and then I'll just splice the 2 videos together for the YouTube. Will I start playing with Terminate? It's possible. Like, obviously, Terminate would have been fine there because I could kill Stormwing. But I mean, I wasn't at 0 outs to the Stormwing. I still had plenty of ways to kill it. It's like one more may not be super necessary. Like, the card it would replace is probably Decay too, and we saw even Decay had good uses there. We are going first. On the draw, I'm definitely shipping this, but on the play, I think it's low end of keepable. How did Mana Traders finish? I don't want to spoil it. I guess the video has been out for a while now. I ended up being 6-3, which is fine. I early in the tournament, I think it was match 3. I made a match losing mistake. It wasn't like a misclick or anything. It was just like a pretty complex turn with a lot to think about, and I just like missed the one thing that could have gotten me there. So I mean, had the potential to be better, but I mean 6-3 is still fine. Alright, so pretty happy that this is a Bob as opposed to Ren and 6. I keep saying that a lot. Like, I can't express enough how much I love Dark Confidant over Ren and 6 right now. Just every single time I draw Ren and 6, I feel like I wish it was just a Bob. And every time I play a Bob, I'm just like, I'm so much happier this is a Bob. Alright, so gonna get second black for Liliana. I guess first green, Overgrown Tomb. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are just afraid of dying to the Bob. And I can honestly say, I think I've resolved this card and have triggered it 5,000 times, no exaggeration. I think I've died to it like... It might not even be a 2-digit number, the number of times I've died to it. It's probably like 10. Alright, well they're gonna have the Tron, unfortunately. I mean, I guess I have to hope that they don't have a payoff somehow. I guess I'll ditch second copy of Liliana. I might need more removal to like bust through something big though. And then I'm gonna keep the fetch over the Peatland because another fetch is another card for Croxa. People who die to Bob are playing it wrong. I think that is strictly correct. Does conceding with a fatal Bob reveal on the stack count? I don't think you ever get that window because like you reveal the card and lose the life at the same time. So it's not like you get to like peek at it first and then scoop, you know. Like the card is revealed at the same time to both players. Alright, well if this is the only payoff, I may be able to beat it. Like, if I can find the bolt to finish this off. Spyglass for Liliana, sure. Yep. Yep. Alright, they chose Liliana, surprise. Dog Warfare, thank you for the follow. Let's find a Kolaghan's command or a bolt. Not quite. I got to attack the Karn. Make sure I can't minus again. And then as a follow-up, what am I doing? I mean, I guess I'm just playing 2 creatures. Question is which 2? I think one of them is Goyf, just because like I need something that'll actually hit hard. Fetch is the 3rd card in the yard. I need 2 others. It sucks that this Liliana is turned off because that would be what feeds it. I would be able to play Croxa next turn if I could discard here and discard next turn. But unfortunately, that is not an option. I'm pretty much dead to any big payoff anyway, so I think I'm just gonna play like my 2 creatures. Let's get second red, second green. Like this is like overextending into an Oblivion Stone. Oblivion Stone is gonna suck, and same with Ugin. But I'm not really beating either of those anyway, so I think the correct play here is just pedal to the metal. Try to get something done. Like if they somehow don't have another payoff, like this line could get me there. I mean, their best payoff at 7 mana was Karn for a Spyglass, so it's not impossible that this is their only payoff. Like they don't have big Karn. I guess now they could have Ulamog too, right? 10 is a lot. Is this a worm? Alright. Not the Ugin that I was super scared of, but I'm pretty scared of this one too. They've got 6 mana with this reducing their stuff. They could still cast a whatchamacallit, I got a Ballista. This is a Ballista for 3. This looks like a Ballista for 3. Alright, you got me. They did in fact not have only one payoff. Alright, so the obvious ins, the obvious outs. Really want to take this garbage card out too. The issue is there's not anything to like bring it in for. Man, I hate that I have to play this card here. Like, it's just not good. Really wish these were Dark Confidants. Obviously only one of them, because I can't play 5. Although I wish I could. If we can take the opponent's route to Tron, and then we have turn 2 Tarmogoyf, that is a good way to win. But we've got nothing else. This is so close. I think I'm going to ship. It's going to feel really bad if I find a less keepable 6. But this is really, really close. And there's a less keepable 6. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah. Bolt can go. I guess. I mean, Decay kills Map on the play, so I'm keeping that. Kolaghan's Command's one of my better cards. I guess I'll just ditch a Swamp. This will get Overgrown Tomb, I guess. I guess Blood Crypt is probably better. We don't need a lot of green for any reason. Blood Crypt's best with Kroxa. I mean, this hand can keep them off of the Tron. They kept a 7, though. Play Forest on turn 1, I dare you. That's not a Forest. They didn't even play a map. Jeez. Do they just have the natural? That'd be brutal. Wow. Okay, that was our best draw by a lot, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. It gets dismembered, but there's gonna be a pretty good span of time where it gets dismembered. All right, they might just have the natural. They brought in Chalice. Oh, okay. None of my 1-mana spells are particularly relevant. Like, if I've got my Way to Disrupt Tron, it's going to be on turn 1, which is before Chalice comes down. I think I'm just going to Wildfire. Oh, crap. Here's a crazy thought. We had no indication that the opponent wasn't just playing Eldrazi Tron, right? Like, they played Ugin. They played 4-mana Karn, and they played Walking Ballista. These are all in Eldrazi Tron. In fact, it's more likely they're playing Eldrazi Tron. They just played Chalice. Yeah, like it's got to be Etron. Which is hilarious that it's even a possibility. Well, we drew this, so we're not casting it. Not until after Abrupt Decay. I guess I'm just gonna Wildfire, maybe hit a land. Add a sorcery. Yeah, this has to be... We'll know if they get a wastes, right? They just had like the E-Tron, not regular Greentron start. Yeah, it's E-Tron. Okay. That makes some sense. I mean, I would have sideboarded differently had I known, but I mean, they just very easily killed us without ever playing an Eldrazi, so... Reshaper is really bad for me. Okay. Well, if we hit a land, we could, like, Kolaghan's Command kill these two things. Okay. Kill that, kill that. Please don't flip a land. Flip something expensive you can't cast. It's gonna be another Reshaper, right? That's how it works. Tech Edge? I guess. Alright, we can hit you for 5. I mean, Goyf is one of our best cards versus Eldrazi-trons. They just have the stupid Scavenger Grounds. Yeah, it is kind of funny that we just, like, had no reason... We had no reason to believe it could be anything else. Okay. I mean, we're out racing this unless they're popping Scavenger Grounds, which, I mean, they probably should pretty soon. Come on deck, Liliana. Is land good here? I mean, I guess I can lead on Inquisition, see what's up. Thing is, if I lose any more life, that I die a turn earlier. I mean, same is true with Thoughtseize Low. There's no guarantee this is even hitting anything, but they've used every mana every turn, so it's non-zero this hits something. Wow, we actually hit a choice. Oh, not a choice. Not very much of a choice. Alright, so it's Ballista, Ballista, or Ugin. Funny. They're a land off of an Ugin, so I guess that means I have to Thoughtseize it. It doesn't matter what land I do it with. I guess yes, I should do it with this. Get basic swamp. Doing this first lets me hit for 1 more. I mean, I'm live to, like, exactly Liliana. I guess if they hit a land anyway, they just play a Ballista for 3 and I'm dead. So I have to hold this back. But if I hold this back, they just pop the Scavenger Ground. So there's literally no good way to do this. Land kills me. Reality Smasher kills me. Just about everything in their deck is going to be really difficult to beat. Yep, I take it. I mean, I guess I have to sacrifice this peatland, right? They're just not doing anything? I guess they're just gonna pop the Scavenger Grounds. Alright, well, I have to find an answer to the Smasher in the form of a Liliana. I can't tap this ever because then they don't even need another land. So I have to find Liliana. Liliana. No. Alright, well... I am just dead, right? Yep. I mean, I'm not a good blocker. Yeah, we're just dead here. There's not even a point continuing. All right, unfortunately, that's all I have time for right now. And luckily I get to log off because this was a beating. Not a good league so far. Off the back of a 4-1 nonetheless. Deviation to the mean, right? Alright, so that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording there and I'll splice it when we come back. Alrighty, so I am here to wrap up the league that I just took a break from. So this is a real rough one. We're 0-3 so far. So hoping to be able to turn it around in these last couple. Yep, sounds perfectly acceptable. Blood Crypt on 1 for Inquisition. And then we'll have the option of Tarmogoyf for push on turn 2. Pretty simple. Looks like Merfolk. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess I'm taking Vile. It's just their easy way to cheat on mana. Interesting that they would Mutavault on 1, because that means they're not going to be able to cast a Lord on turn 2. So, interesting land choice. And I think I'm just going to get basic Forest to conserve life. Forest doesn't escape Kroxa, but I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to need Kroxa to win this game. So let's just conserve the life, I think. Alright, so they can block with Mutavault, but I don't think they're wanting to do that. Let's just go ahead and attack. They can't flash anything in to bite me here, so I'm feeling okay. And then I'm almost definitely just going to push the first creature they play. That's an unfortunate one, just because it multi for ones. Maybe I don't even kill this because maybe Bloodbraid hits removal. But if Bloodbraid hits like another threat, I'm gonna really wish I had killed it. You know what, maybe I should just wait and kill a Lord. I'm not even gonna do this. I'm just gonna untap. If they like Spreading Seas my Forest, I'll feel silly. I guess, no, I won't, because that means that I will have wished I played Bloodbraid anyway. So let's just Bloodbraid. Sure. So, they've got lots of Lords and a Master of Waves. Haven't seen this art before. I mean, I guess I should just take a Lord, right? I mean, they all do the same thing. I think I actually want to take the Trickster. It's the unique thing. This is kind of their only trick. So I guess I'll just take that. And then I'm going to attack both. I mean, if they choose to block, that's kind of like a removal spell. Sure. I don't think I'm going to need more than just this Goyf to win. If they dismember, Goyf actually grows, so it'll live through it. Alright, I don't think they're blocking with Mutavault, so let's just chain some more Bloodbraids. Fine. Sweet. Alright, so Merfolk. Let's bring in Engineer. Let's bring in Brutality. Brutality is a good way to kill the Master because it's just not a red spell. And then I will cut, I think, some number of Kroxa. The opponent's pretty likely to have Graveyard Hate. Additionally, if they Spreading Seas me, it's going to make it pretty difficult to cast Kroxa. I'll cut one off the top, I think. Inquisitions can be pretty weak after the first couple of turns. Yeah, let's just ditch the other Kroxas. I think I'm just going to lean on my non-graveyard creatures. Yeah, sounds perfectly fine. We've got turn 1 play, turn 2 threat, and some more ways to interact, and the lands to do it all, so seems pretty fine to me. We're on the draw, so can't really take Aether Vial if they've got it, which is unfortunate. But I mean, given my number of removal spells, maybe I wouldn't even take Vial. Vials, I never think it's always correct to either take it or not take it, because if you've got a lot of removal, then it's just like one thing that you don't have to kill, right? Ooh, Kolaghan's Command's nice. It could be a way to deal with Vial if we do end up getting worried about it. So I've got another land, another Vial. I'm not taking second Vial. Master, other Master, and Merfolk Mistbinder. So I did mention that Brutality is a good way to deal with the Master. If I take a turn 2 play, the opponent is just going to have another turn 2 play. And if they play a Master on their upcoming turn, I may want to Brutality to kill it. I think I should just take the Master of Waves, because if I take a Master here and they play a Master and then I play a Goyf, and then they play another creature before playing their Master, the Liliana Edicting might not kill something powerful. It might kill just like might just kill something smaller if I want to use the Brutality first. Like if I use the Brutality to kill first thing instead of Goyfing, then I won't have the Brutality for the Master. So I think I'm just going to take the Master with the intention of using Brutality to kill whatever they play first. So that way Liliana can come onto an empty board, hopefully immediately following. I guess I'm going to play Overgrown Tomb. I could get Basic Forest, which has the capacity for saving the most life. right? Like if I draw another Blackleaf Cliffs, then I can maybe save an additional point or two. But I don't think I want to get Basic Forest here, because I could get Spreading Seized, and then I may need to fetch to get whatever color is missing. So I think Shock here is actually best. Say yes. Give this -2, -2. So now, since we went Kill Spell on 2, we can maybe Liliana onto an empty board after Edicting, which Tarmogoyf would not have afforded. Especially if they, like, make something, make everything have, like, Eyelid Walk and, like, Spreading Seas me, it could get tricky. Sure. Alright, so they can Vial onto... Another land, not great. Alright, so I could Liliana plus, but then they Vial in on 2. I never know how to set this end step stop correctly, so if someone sees this and knows how to do it, like the ideal play would be they Vial in a 2-drop, I then Kolaghan's Command 2 to it, shatter the Vial on the end step before this untaps to like flash in a Lord. But I honestly just haven't figured out how to set the stupid stop to work. I've got the stop set, but I don't think it's gonna let me. So if someone knows, let me know. They didn't Vial it in? Okay, well I guess it's not gonna matter here then. Maybe they are just afraid of exactly a shock effect and they didn't want me to use the trick that I don't know how to do. Alright, so if I'm able to kill something with this Kolaghan's Command here, I'll probably just kill it and whichever Vial is higher. They didn't put a counter on this Vial. I guess they clicked yes on the wrong one. Yeah, they must have put it on the wrong one. Another Vial, yep. Another card I don't have to kill. Alright, so I still think I want to be Kolaghan's Commanding here. I'll get, I guess to save life, I'll get a basic Swamp. I'll Shock Vial. I'll kill Vial, have the opponent discard. They'll probably Vial. If they Vial in at 3, I can just Liliana Edict. So you'll discard, Shatter. Alright, it just works. That works for me. Ooh, Bolt's nice. I think now that the board is pretty empty, I should probably just get my Goyf down. It's pretty large. And I could also get down to Renin 6, which I should probably just do, as opposed to holding up Lightning Bolt. And I'll get Forest, I think, just to continue saving life. And I need the Forest to cast Renin 6. I guess I could have paid attention to how I tapped for the Goyf, but this works out just fine. Like I can Liliana with these 3 and have the Bolt still. I could get Pierced, so maybe that would have been a reason to do it in the opposite order. But I don't think it matters a whole lot. The opponent's hand is a Lord that they can't Vial in next turn. So if they hard cast it, I can just Liliana Edict it and just like have a Bolt forever. So the worst case scenario now would be a Merfolk Trickster, but even if that's the case, I've got Lightning Bolt. Ooh, Engineer is a good pickup. I think I'm still just gonna Liliana first, plus, and then I can buy back a land. I think I'm going to want the opponent to discard without the information that their thing is dying to the master, or to the trickster if they've got a trickster. I'll ditch land. We hit a master, okay. And I guess I should technically wait on this. There's a chance I want to ping like a 1-drop or like an X1. So I'll attack. If they flash in a trickster, I'll bolt it. Sure. So their hand is just a master. It's a good draw for them. Plague Engineer is going to get to sweep it up. Not if they play their master, though. And they can vial it in. I mean, I guess I get to sweep their board anyway, right? Because, like, I get to play the Plague Engineer. They'll vial in their master, and then I'll just ping the master, and then everything dies. All right, and this is fine too. Because this'll just ensure that the Ren 6 actually gets to kill their thing. It's like either they vial it in or they don't, and then Ren 6 will ping it. All right, cool. All right, so maybe our luck has turned around. This league has been pretty brutal so far. Maybe I can escape with half of my play points. We're going first with a bunch of spells we can cast. Sounds good to me. So this will probably be Stomping Ground, just so we've got all of our colors. If I need to push on the first turn, I guess I'm decently happy getting a Blood Crypt. I could have played Swamp first to push, but then if I'm playing a Dark Confidant on my next turn anyway, I have to Fetch Shock anyway. So it's the same amount of life, but playing this first has the maximum potential for saving 2 life and not having to shock. So it's looking like some version of Shadow. Grixis Shadow looks like. I guess 4 color still an option. So I expect the push to be taken. I don't think they're going to take a Dark Confidant. Definitely not taking Croxa. Yeah. This is one of those matchups where Dark Confidant is really, really strong, and Brennan 6 is not. Like, they obviously play removal spells, but having a backup Dark Confidant is nice. Another land. That's the land they don't know about. I guess the reason to play the swamp would be to hide information, but if I draw exactly another Blackcleave Cliffs, I won't be able to curve him to Bloodbraid. I don't think it's going to change their play a whole lot, so I'm just going to play the Blackcleave Cliffs. So they could Shadow on 1 as a 1/1, or they could also Gurmag Angler if they're on that build. Looks like Angler. So if we can find the Liliana in the top 2, I'll feel pretty decent. I'm not playing the Maelstrom Pulse in this version, so I think Liliana is our only actual way to kill an Angler. Liliana would be insane, though. We revealed a Verdant. Alright, well, we get to Bloodbraid next turn at least. I think I'm just playing another dark copy of Dark Confidant. We revealed the Verdant, so there's no reason to, like, hold it or anything. Alright, reveal, that's gone, that's gone. Alright, so this is what they know of. Obviously no attack. There is a consideration to attacking to, like, bluff a Lightning Bolt. There's only one card that we have that they don't know about, and it's something we found this turn. Also, like, if they take the damage, it's not even necessarily a bad thing for them, right? I think I'm taking this hit. Going to, I guess, 13 after the fetch. Try to get some triggers. And this will I guess this will be Overgrown Tomb. Get second green, second black. Sure. Shadow. Alright, that's problematic. Second threat's going to be difficult. Also, they get to hold up blue for a counterspell. Alright, well, I guess just more threats are even more problematic. Alright, so we're going to need to start finding ways to kill stuff. We revealed the Liliana. Alright, well, we needed that a turn or two ago. I guess better late than never. Is there any consideration to just slamming a Bloodbraid and hoping that hits a removal spell? I think there's a great consideration to do that. Because, like, if we Liliana minus, we're still in chump block territory. Whereas if we Bloodbraid and, like, hit a removal spell, we could pull ahead. Also, like, the opponent has to be a little bit afraid. They are at 9. We've got some Croxas and some Bolts. They don't know about second Croxa or second Bolt. I mean, this Bloodbraid could put them in a precarious position. But every other play that I can make just, like, has me behind. So hopefully this hits, like, a Fatal Push or even another Liliana or another blocker. Alright, there's a Fatal Push. So that was good. Alright, and then I'm still thinking I'm pumping the brakes here. So they have to be a little careful. Unless they've got second copy of Battle Rage. or I guess a Snapcaster and a land, then it's much easier for them. Alright, so we played that, we played that. This is what they know of. Alright, so I'm dead to Teamer Battle Rage no matter what, right? They can fetch shock, put this to 7. So, I mean, I'm dead to a bolt if I don't block this one. This attacks for 3, which makes these lethal. So I think this is the block, and then hope it's good enough. I'm dead to Battle Rage anyway. Okay, they didn't have it. They're passing. That's interesting. Inquisition. That's pretty interesting because if we can take like the one spell that they've got, maybe Kroxa and Bolt can just get there for the last few points. I mean, I guess I'm leading on that. So there's a small chance we get there, and they do just have 2 lands. So we win, right? I think we just win then. We get to bolt them. Cast a Kroxa, which is going to bolt them. Sick. Alright, Grixis Shadow. I wonder why they're playing Nurturing Peatland as opposed to a the blue-red one. Maybe they just wanted a black source. Alright, so Plague Engineer is going to trade most of the time, which is fine. I like the spell bombs for combating Snapcaster and Grimeg Angler. Huntmaster seems a bit cheeky. I mean, it could be fine. I like these 5 for sure. I think I'm definitely going to cut a good number of the hand disruption spells. On the draw, I'm going to shave a Bob. Although we saw that the Bobs were very good there. I like the Scavenging uses an okay amount, but I guess they are still a Grizzly Bear most of the time. They're good at stopping Snapcaster, but that's really it. These run in 6s are hot garbage. Let me just take those out and bring the other creatures back in. Yeah, this seems fine. Alright, I don't think this one lander is gonna do it. If we had maybe a couple more 1-mana spells, it's close, because like Bloodbraid's excellent, but Bloodbraid also costs 4, and we're a few lands off of that. This hand's good. I think I'm just gonna ditch the Kolagon's command. It's the most expensive thing. It's the least likely to do something good this early in the game. So I'll just keep the 3 spells I can cast and the 3 lands that'll cast them. Can you get the turn 1 shadow? That'd be cool. We've got the push for it. Solid. Alright, well I think I have to push it now in case they've got Stubborn Denial. They could have any land into Grimeg Angler, which would be problematic. Thoughtseize, that's unfortunate, but fine. Our hand is not that good. This isn't making it that much worse. Basic Island. That's not the land that they want, I'm going to assume. Alright, and Bloodbraid's a good pickup, and I do think I want to play land first, because if the opponent has a Stubborn Denial, I do want the Spellbomb to resolve. And then if this resolves, I think I'm just going to pop it right now, because I don't want a Gurmag Angler to be a good draw for the opponent. Do I want to get a basic? That seems ambitious. I think I should just get Overgrown Tomb. I guess there's a reason to wait, because, like, what if they've got Thought Scour? But they would just wait until after I pop it anyway, right? Unless they want to draw the card immediately. Dark Confidant's a pretty excellent pickup. Alright, I guess they don't have another Shadow, because they probably would have played it. And there's the Thought Scour, sure enough. So yeah, maybe I should have upkeeped it, because like these cards would be gone too. That or they just would not have used that mana right there. I mean, if they have fetch land, they can still get an Angler into play, which is impressive. I mean, Shock would do it too. Gonna Angler me anyway? No, okay. They've got one card left, but a Bobble. Gonna resolve. So we want pushes, we want Lilianas. I guess Goyf is fine. I think Goyf might actually be the play, because we have between 4 power and 3 power. They have to be afraid of surprise lethal. They could obviously have a push, but they're pushing anything out of the way, so I don't think that's particularly a consideration. I'll just say no, I'm not going to bluff it. So, I mean, they've got to be afraid of surprise lethal. Obviously, they've got 3 cards and 3 mana, so there's a lot in between me and lethal. Battle Rage is dealing 12, so if they fetch Shock and a Battle Rage, I die. Or I guess they're tapping Blood Crypt, so maybe they don't have it unless it's a land and Blood Crypt. I mean, they get to take the Bloodbraid, which is pretty bad for me. But I mean, now Goyf is lethal in a hit, so if they don't have a kill spell, they can't attack. And I guess they don't have Battle Rage. Alright, well, I guess they've got a kill spell, huh? Or another threat. Alright, well, I guess a kill spell is probably better for me than another threat. And I guess I'll go to combat and just, like, see if this works. I mean, it won't, but it's worth a shot. Push time. Snapcaster block. I like that. That means I get to try again next turn. They just conceded? Nice. Oh, they flashed it in blocks. That was the error, I guess. Alright, so we redeemed ourselves somewhat off of an 0-3 start to a 2-3 finish, so not the best league, but I mean, it wasn't the worst. I think I've won forward once in 65 leagues, and we avoided the second one, so that much is good. I hope you all had a good time, as always, despite maybe this not-so-stellar performance, but the next one will be better, hopefully. So until next time, have a good one, and Jundam out.